Have you ever wanted to attach an assignment rubric on Google Classroom and you're not sure how? In my first Tech Tip Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to very quickly hop into one of my classes and we're going to make a new assignment. So you'll see it's got this lovely rubric option down here. But if I'm going to make this, I'm going to call it test assignment. And you can see now that it has a title, I can add the rubric. When you click on it, it gives you a couple options. If you create rubric, you can go in and create a standard rubric here, but you have to go title everything. You have to create each individual layer, each individual section, things like that. You could also go in and reuse one from a current or a former assignment, or you can use this import from sheets option. When you click on that, it's going to look for a rubric that you have created that you want to attach. So I have found a quick and easy way to make your rubric go into a Google Sheet in a way that Google can read it. And it's by using one of Alice Keeler's extensions for creating a rubric. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on the image, and it's going to take you to the spot where we can download the tool or install the tool. And now we're going to go to Google Sheets to create a rubric. So we're going to look at this and go, okay, now what? You're going to click on your extensions menu, and now you're going to see that we've got this GC rubric by Alice Keeler. So we're going to click, and it's going to give us these different options. So anytime I click on one of these top three buttons, it's going to create a new tab at the bottom. So if I want to add a rubric to a Google Classroom assignment, then I can click the second one that says Create Rubric. You'll notice it's going to format my sheet to have all of these different items. And if I want to, I can go in and rename these different items. So if I want to have below standard be my bottom, meets standard, and exceeds standard. So let's say I'm making a rubric for a poster. So I want to go poster design. And you'll notice the moment you hit enter, it's going to give you a new criteria where you can go in and add to your rubric. And here's where I could put the description of what poster design does. So it is pleasing to look at, right? I can add more depth. And then here for each of these items is where I would add my specific rubric-y language to talk about what it does in each of these instances. So let's say I want to do poster design, I want to do use of images, I want to do a image citation attribution, and then let's say the last thing that I care about is, accuracy of claims. Do that, I hit enter. Right. In a real world, I would insert all of this rubric language there, but for now, I'm just going to leave it blank. The last thing that I'm going to do is click finalize and download. And what it's going to do is get rid of any of the empty columns so it's easier for Google Classroom to now read this. So now I click on Classroom, back where my test assignment is. Now I click Rubric, import from Sheets, and then here's my file, rubric for test assignment. Now you'll see it puts all of these in here, and now it's a little bit easier to format. And if I had described each of these items, it would, if I want to use a scoring method, right, then I can click it, use scoring, and you'll notice that it adds another category. If you want to attach scoring to the rubric that you're doing, then all you would do in this sidebar is click Create Scoring Guide. And now I can do the exact same thing that I did in my previous sheet, right? But now I can give, if I just want a simple 4, 3, 2, whoops. And then if I want a 0 for missing, then it does those items down below. So again, I can just put nonsense in for my criteria title, click finalize and download. And now if I want this to be the rubric instead, I can now go back to my Google Classroom assignment. Yep, I'm not going to save these changes. I can now click rubric, import from sheets, go back to my same document, and now you'll see that my scoring is in here and it's got those items attached. So this has saved me a bunch of time, especially once I get rubrics that I like to use and can attach them to any of my assignments for some quick, easy, and consistent feedback for students. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Have a good one, y'all.